Office of the Special Prosecutor says doom is looming. But if you watch this guy as he talk, you go see the mafia, serious mafia, Charlie.
But there is doom looming ahead of us. That very soon, a murderer will boldly walk to court to seek an injunction. Should I feel frustrated and resign?
Office of the
I took an oath when I was sworn in. And in my life, when I take on the reins to do something, I do it to the best of my ability. I ought to. Those who do not understand tree, please forgive me. They say I'm a unquanoma. Me de me cry abo afore. Me ye de me to me. Emre so a ekọ.
But you know, he is saying that the court is being dismissive of his cases as an office like his. At least he should be given some special allowance.
Just because
to be able.
His name starts with special.
You don't agree? You don't agree?
I don't. Oh, this is a serious case.
Special allowance for the lapses of his building his case?
No, yes. So the grounds that warrant an investigation from the special prosecutor, because it's based on those grounds that injunctions, or is the lack, the want of meeting. Yeah. The fact has been found wanting in meeting the thresholds that qualify for investigation. That's why injunctions are placed on the processes that he starts. So the court to say that he doesn't have enough grounds is almost illegal to start a process according to the law or the LI that sets up the office of the special prosecutor. And to some extent he has merit, because we all know the shortfalls in equipping in terms of equipping his office. The constraints he has, and his predecessor lamented those constraints. Funny enough, he was asked in Parliament that you know, your predecessor, he said there are problems, so what are you thinking about this? And then his response will be on.
Will you ask those questions as special prosecutor? How prepared are you to fall into the heavy shoes of Martin Alamishi Hamidu?
Honorable Chair, there was a reference to heavy shoes of a named individual. Honorable Chair, I'd like to state that I prefer to wear my own shoes. In the sense that I am my own man and I'm coming with my own experiences and professional training. In this quest, my conscience and my learning of the law are going to be my guide.
So based on these same shortfalls, he's saying that he should be given some special dispensation, allow the investigations to go on. That's my understanding. Allow the investigations to go on, and through the investigations, we will get you the sufficient grounds.
But then they give him the chance to also tramp on somebody else's rights.
Yeah,
because
so
if he doesn't have the legal grounds and he gets a chance to go into my bank account,
yes,
then without the legal grounds, he's tramping my
so
rights.
that's in the strictest sense of it. But you know how sometimes people's rights are sacrificed on basis of national security and whatever. So that's where I understand it, but I do not agree with him. My point is, once you allow that, it becomes a precedent, and later, if the special prosecutor's office is well equipped enough to get sufficient grounds to open an investigation, they can choose not to. Then that quote-unquote abuse of people's rights, if that should happen, that power can be in the wrong hands. That is why we don't need to even start to open that door. That's my sort of layman's understanding of what it is. If beyond that he's asking for other things, then I don't know. You get my point. Now, however, the biggest crux of this all is the moral aspects of all of these things. Corruption is a big issue in Ghana. You know, a lecturer once told me that those of us calling for corruption to be rooted out of Ghanaian society and the Ghanaian economy, when that happens, we might not even get a job by the time we finish school, because corruption makes the country go round. As it is in Ghana, because systems are not strengthened. Social systems are not strengthened. Some people,
institutions are not being allowed to run on its own.
Some people like politicians and all of that, who have vulnerable people queuing in their houses in the morning looking for cocoa to buy, money to buy cocoa or buy breakfast. Where is that guy getting the money from? But he takes care of them on a daily basis. So if you are going to shut the inflows from whatever sources to that guy, then basically, I'm not justifying it.
I was going to say ethically,
it's not right.
It's not.
And I'm not justifying it, but I'm just saying that is how deep-seated corruption is in Ghana. It will not take one single person in some 3-bedroom bungalow somewhere with some 3 cars and some 4 lawyers who is running around after Kojo Dapaah. What's her name?
Cecilia
Dapaah. Kojo is part of the name. Cecilia Dapaah and the rest to root out corruption. It will take
more than that.
A bigger effort for that to happen. The last thing is that, again, this government is looking like the cases this guy is dealing with is looking at government versus the special prosecutor, which is not supposed to be so. Now, once that happens, government has all the power. It puts you in a very difficult position. So
when they said they wanted to fight corruption, they were asking him to come and fight past corruption.
Opposition
corruption, and not So
yes.
Because that's how I feel. I feel the reason why he's getting like the push of what Amidu was also getting is because he's not tackling cases that are not close to governance. He's tackling cases that are close to them. Yeah. And you now said you want to fight. Nobody set up special prosecutor. You set up special prosecutor.
You resource
him.
You are not resourcing him.
Resource him. You resource him. You frustrate the guy. The guy has resigned. Now you've brought another person. Resource the person. You have resourced the person. Let him work. You won't let him work. Who are we deceiving?
You know, in his presser, he said that if we set this precedence, one day we are going to be there and a murderer or an armed robber is going to come.
The precedent is the other way around. The reason why the court has the effrontery to place the injunction is because there are grounds for the injunction. So and the grounds, for the injunctions are in the hands of the special prosecutor. So if you have not satisfied the grounds to do your investigation,
that's what I'm
someone can apply the law.
Me, I feel like no one is above investigation.
No, but you need to prove why they should give you access to my personal account. They are laid down
rules for what qualifies as a special prosecutor's case.
Yes.
Or what constitutes grounds for the special prosecutor to come and search your house, or call you for an investigation, or what's the name? Close your account.
Freeze your account. You see how we've been saying that the way Ghana BNI
NIB.
And they're not called, their lawyers are not allowed to be present. They take them to a room, they keep them in that room for 24 hours. Their rights are, that is it. Do we want that to start happening? Because once we start doing those things,
another
office also that's also
this is a special office. It's not just any office.
So what we should all be fighting for is resource the guy well, so the guy can satisfy all that he needs to get the approval to start doing his job.
Then we'll tell Kissi Agyebeng that.
So
we'll tell Kissi Agyebeng that instead of you coming to cry in the presser,
he didn't cry.
About injunctions. Cry that you are not being resourced. Oh, he can't do it because his predecessor did it and he bullshitted it. So he can't come and do the same cry.
But you see, until that happens, it means that all these people can go away on technical
if
grounds and all of
today,
that. That's
they
worrying.
should give him special way. I'll say no, because that special way is part of why we are here today. Just like Emmanuel was saying, we keep saying this over and over again. 1992 Constitution was supposed to be for a very short term. Constitution should have been reviewed over and over again. By now we should be on the third review.
So history can actually teach us
teaching
on
us
how history is teaching us not to allow people go do special things for people just to allow things for an error
and not close it when the person is gone.
History has told us that if you do that,
so in an era, whatever is happening in that time, whatever you do, measures, anything you take should fit that time, should serve that time.
Yes.
And if you are being futuristic, then you put in those things that will prevent future mismanagement, future.
Just like in the Constitution, Rawlins's classmates, the feathers, birds of the same feathers, were Eyadema and the Pobia guy who is still there. Yeah, that's the best of the same feathers, and they did the Constitution for him, so that out of his friends he'll be the good one who moves us from dictatorship to democracy, but in a manner that fits him, with the understanding that when the civilians come who are not birds of the same feathers, it will change.
What did they do?
When the civilians came, the dictator, he knew he himself, he regretted that he didn't even put the restrictions in the first place.
Yeah, I'm sure he wished he had changed the constitution against the person coming, because you see, the president of this country has too much power. We keep saying this. Let institutions work. Why are we going to school? So you go to school, you come back as an electrical engineer, you come back as a telecoms engineer, and then somebody who has not even done his master's, has no knowledge about the technical bits of telecommunication, is the head of NCA. No, I'm saying that it's happening at petroleum, it's happening at MPRA, it's happening everywhere.
Because
and
the president has a part
there are technocrats in there, people who have worked over the years, they have climbed the ladder, civil service, they understand how this should work. When the president leaves, FDA boss will be changed, MPRA boss will be changed, NCA boss will be changed. Give me 2 more. They'll all be changed.
You don't need 2 more. You need 500 more.
All these people will be changed, right? Policies that have started, that should benefit the institution. Everybody will come and start reinventing the wheel. How will the country go forward? But if we let institutions work, checks and balances, because in that institution they have auditors, in that institution they have a board, in that institution they have shareholders, they have whatever it is. Let the institution run. That is the only way the country will move forward. That's the only way Special Prosecutor won't be looking for a special dispensation so he can fight crimes, because nobody appointed the MPRA boss or nobody appointed the NCA boss. He's a technocrat. He is working. He's a civil servant.
So Mr.
We are not giving any special. This one I agree. Special dispensation. So he should fight the fight that Amidu was fighting, that he said he will find his way around.
So in wrapping up, what would you propose?
He has to fight that fight. Get him resource. And I keep saying that in this country, we have everything we need. If the police says that today, they are catching you, they will find you. Because
it makes Akai, there's this guy on X, he's called Demon. You know, they were brandishing knives that the next day Ghana police, they said the demon angel.
Forget individuals. Individuals giving tips.
Right.
They have technology to help find you. All this, so when people say like Ghana carries, we are saying every day Ghana card registration is one of the good things of this government has done. Yes, the process with which Madam Esla reminds me of something. Madam Esla went.
Resume your seat.
The process with which it had gone through, like, allowing institutions, give them time, let people, like, we don't have to rush, everybody rushes from where to go, and that process I don't agree. But the Ghana card is very, very important. It will reduce our crime rate. Those things, those are the things that will move us forward.
Okay.
So he should get resourced. He should be resourced so that when he goes to court with his file, as big as it is, the judge will find no loophole in there to say, I put an injunction in to satisfy.
Because this is it's a top top criminal lawyer, and he knows the things we are talking about. We do not want to set a legal precedent that someone can come and refer to as the basis of giving special dispensations, especially when it comes to criminal investigation. See, because the state has all the power. The person being accused is the most vulnerable. You want the laws that protect that criminal to be as strong as possible.
Yeah.
So that abuse. It can be you tomorrow. Someone can just get up and look for some flimsy thing, and then special prosecutor come and carry you on
that's it.
special dispensation.
Special dispensation, like the way today the government has special dispensation to go into the funds. The funds that is supposed to be there for emergency. They can declare what an emergency is, go and use it, and come to parliament and defend it.
Or
I don't even know the name of that fund. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to think money today. Because seriously, that is what they do. They do. Like they can go and parliament, they will shout. The money, funny enough, they don't even come for approval. They don't have to come for approval.
There was something called the heritage. So it was the sinking fund at the heritage fund.
In fact, they should bring him back.
Anyway, they'll say you are NDC. Every day you are here and you are fair. You are fair to. She's a fair woman.
If NDC comes and they are not doing well, we will bash them.
Yes,
she's an Igbe woman too. So your stereotype is all NDC.
Check.
Is equal to NDC.
We will still bash them.
So
the government that comes. Because if you're not doing the right thing, we have to say it.
Right.
Okay.
We should be citizens, not spectators.
So the special prosecutor there, Charlie, you have to cry the cry. I mean, do cry more than this one.
So do you think the OSP is doing enough? Was the court right in dismissing the case? Let us know in the comment section.
I mean, I think he's a better special prosecutor. He's a prosecutor of action.
He's not out like in the.
Oh no.
Amidu
was writing doctoral thesis for us in the name of letters. One case, Amidu just no. This one is action.
Yeah.
So what's the case? So what's because of that Cecilia Dapaah is her 1 million is gone.
And then
he's not gotten enough grounds to go.
Apart from that, the La Bianca one too.
No, I mean this. It was mainly on the La Bianca case where they said some tax exemptions have been
for the
importing
frozen foods. She's on the Council of State.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a PUP, political exposed
person. Exactly. So let's keep the conversation going. Let us know your thoughts, share your ideas, and subscribe whilst you are at it. Till the next time, it's bye-bye. This is Sauce and Pepper.